Matty B, live. Kicking it live with mistaken identity. Alright, part one. Alright, so I'm 19 years old. The setting, Winnipeg, Manitoba. The reason, the premise of this story. Okay, I'm pretending that I'm, hold on a second. Alright, so, now I'm walking with this 19-year-old girl. Now, the whole thing started with her. Okay, I'm 19, so I'm wet behind the ears, so I don't really think as good, like, I don't know as much, but I know a bit. And, like, this chick cheated on me one time, so, this Merlin bong that she had made with her best friend in grade 5, I actually saw her in this car come back from the bar. Noticed I was there because I had broken in the window and I was going to surprise her up in her bed. And, so she drove away. So, I mean, I fucking smashed that Merlin shit. I smashed that Merlin shit, right? So, she made it with her best friend in grade 5. This thing had sentimental value. We were in, like, grade 12 at that time. Graduated, whatever. And she was like, yo. Like, she didn't know. I was like, oh, fuck, I better clean this shit up before she gets back, you know? So, I sweep up Merlin. All of Merlin. Or so I thought, right? So, you know. I sweep up this Merlin thing, and then she comes home. We were good for like a week or whatever, and then she finds Merlin's little hand on the ground in her room, and she's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "What?" Excuse my language. And she's like, I'm like, what? Like, she's like, "You smashed Merlin, you son of a bitch! I'm looking at me." And I'm like, I'm sorry. And she's ah. And then, like, as she's doing it, she's, like, hitting me. And then I went, like, my dad taught me never to hit a chick. So I never hit chicks, right? And he's not with us anymore, so I definitely never hit chicks. But, okay, I was going to push my way out of there, but she started pretending to call 911. Or at least I thought she was pretending to call 911. So I ripped the phone out of the wall, and then I leave, and I get home. She was actually calling 911. So I get home, I'm like sitting there watching TV, thinking about my bitch, like, fucking my bitch, right? And then I'm like, and the phone rings. I'm like, hello? She's like, baby, they're coming to get you. They're coming to get you right now. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just coming to get you. And I'm like, whoa. Who? And she's like, the police. And I'm like, well, if you didn't give them a statement, well, you're fine. Like, I'm fine. And she's like, I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Like, and I'm like, did they write down what you were saying and then you signed it? And she's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, oh, great. And the door's like, Winnipeg police. And I'm like, oh, fuck, click, So they get me down to the station, and they're like, oh, Archie, we haven't seen you around for a while. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, these cops from high school when they arrested me with 72 grams of marijuana. Different story, different time, whatever. But they're like, guess what, buddy? We got 2 350-pound that are going to take the car ride down with you to the remand center. And I'm like, good one, you fuck. You guys come up with some funny shit, and we're getting down to the basement in the elevator, eh? Sure enough, there's 2 350-pound motherfucking big-ass natives sitting there, motherfucking ready to fucking take the car ride with me. I'm in the middle, and I mean, I don't know if you've ever been in the middle of 2 big dudes in the back of a squad car with fucking handcuffs on, but that shit fucking hurts, man. And I'm like, fucking, like, Jesus Christ. But on the bright side, they were like, pretty cool with me the whole time. They're like, nobody messes with him. We only mess with him, kind of thing. But they didn't say that part when I was there, right? So they started playing rummy with me, and they started losing big time. So I started betting my canteen on these motherfuckers. They suck at this game, man. So again, wet behind the ears, right? I got hustled for my whole entire canteen. I was in there for like a week. I get out a week later, I'm like, freedom, right? But I mean, like $100 canteen gone. because I had to play rummy against these dudes. I'm like, "Fuck." Like, and I even picked the game. You guys are good, man. But I come from Pig City, and there's a lot of those motherfuckers out there. But they're cool. They have me back all the time. Except I don't ever play freaking rummy against them ever. Anyways, back to the story. So I preach a couple times. The first time, right, I run through the house. We're almost at her house in the back lane. There's a squad car coming slow. And I'm wet behind the ear, so I think every cop in town knows about this no contact order we have, right? But of course they don't. But I'm like, okay, baby, I'm going to run. I was about to say I'm going to run through the house, but I just left the door open so she'd know, of course, I'm not dumb enough to leave the door open so it looks like I ran through the house. You know, the cops, I wanted to think I ran through the house. And another thing, I didn't have her trained very well as a statement thing earlier. She also didn't realize that I had done that so that, like, when they say, so you don't mind if we look around the house a little bit, do you? I'm like, say no, say no, say no, say no. And she's like, oh yeah, no problem. And I'm like, oh, that's great, right? I'm hiding behind the water cooler in the basement. So the guy comes down the stairs like halfway, looks, definitely sees me, pretends not to, goes back upstairs. He's like, okay there, buddy, he's not here, we'll just leave now. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, so they come down, they're like, man, they like throw me up against the wall, like, poof, right? And my girl's like, don't hurt him, man. And I'm like, shut up, you dumb bitch. You know, like, fucking, my lawyer gave me shit for that one. Anyways, you know, you have the right to remain silent, blah, 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 blah. And so, they let me go again, luckily. But this time, I didn't have a week inside. This time, they just let me go. So, I was like, fucking thank God. So, now, the second edition of Mistaken Identity is coming up after this. And this is when they mistake me because I have a gray hoodie on, and so does the other guy. Now, the other guy is not a short-haired ginger, is not 140 pounds, is not have short hair, and his skin is not white. So, but he did have a gray sweater on. That he did have on. But that's about it, and that's a hint I'll give you for part 2, alright? Peace! Stay tuned for part 2 in about an hour. Peace! Bye-bye!